We are talking about back-to-back goalies in this video on back-to-back picks. Last time it was Dmitry Ivchenko out of the Vancouver Canucks. This time we're diving into Michal Orsulak, whom the Detroit Red Wings have just drafted with the 79th overall pick. Yeah, that's right, Stevie Y is bolstering up his goaltending depth one day after trading away Sebastian Cossa. And what better way than to bolster up the goaltending depth by going to another Czech guy whose first name happens to be Michal? It worked out really well with Michal Postava, just saying. That guy ended up dethroning Sebastian Cossa in the AHL this most recent season, so Stevie Y is double-dipping with Czech goalies named Michal, as Orsulak is the newest Red Wings goalie prospect. 18 years old, 6'4", 225, a right-handed catching goaltender, taken with the 79th overall spot by Detroit. His consolidated ranking was 100th overall. But then again, it's always hard to consolidate a ranking when you're talking about European goalies. He was ranked 61st by Ryan Kennedy, 57th by McQueen, and 119th by Daily Faceoff, whilst being ranked as the second overall North American goalie by NHL Central Scouting. Orsulak played this most recent season with the Prince Albert Raiders, posting a 28-4-4 record in 36 games, 4 shutouts, a .907 save percentage, and a .222 goals against average. Add to this a starting position with the Czech World Junior team, where he had an .874 save percentage and a .319 goals against in 5 games. So Orsulak definitely put himself on the map at that tournament, the grandest stage of them all for junior players. And if you take a look at the Elite Prospects Scouting Report guide for Orsulak, they rank him as an F-grade prospect. After going undrafted last year, this large Czech goaltender made the move to Prince Albert, backstopping one of the top teams in the WHL. That is accurate. You look at the birth date, Orsulak was eligible for the draft last season, but he was one of the youngest players in last year's 2025 draft. He didn't get selected, so he decided to go over to Prince Albert. He doesn't have the best grade over here. They rank him as an F-grade prospect, but still, I mean, second overall for North American goalies by NHL Central Scouting has to mean something. Take a look at the prospect profile over here. Orsulak found success backstopping one of the WHL's most competitive teams, and as a result put his name on the back of the table for draft consideration. Orsulak can mobilize with strong push power, maneuvering across the crease in an instant, and aggressively challenging, maximizing his coverage of the net. Recovering from his saves quickly, he jumps up to his feet in a readied stance instantly. However, he often takes a more conservative approach, letting his 6'4" frame and positioning do the work. These aspects allow him to thrive in tight. However, his composure has been inconsistent this season and spilled over into his play reading, which ranks as his weakest attribute. At the World Juniors, Orsulak flung himself to react to each passing attempt with little regard for what to do next. He was regularly exploited on the cycle, which raised concerns about his edge work as he struggled to stop himself from sliding out of the crease. He is athletic, but he's quite rigid on his butterfly, and his body control must improve, as he gets beaten cleanly much more than he'd hoped for as a re-entry candidate. His tracking poses a problem for his long-term projection. This is why he tends to play a blocking style. His tracking prevents him from truly controlling rebounds, so he instead aims to simply get in front of pucks, a style that can be limiting for some at higher levels. Despite his strong play this season, Orsulak is likely a late-round pick, as he projects more like organizational depth than a sure thing as a re-entry candidate. That is, if he gets picked at all. Now, pretty pessimistic scouting report, despite the fact that he was ranked a little high by some of these other outlets, McQueen's at 57 specifically, but either way, he is a Detroit Red Wing now. In the 79th overall spot, the Red Wings have taken Michal Orsulak, another Czech goaltender, following in the footsteps of Michal Postava. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. How do you feel about this draft selection? I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.